What is up, my friends? You're very welcome along to today's video here on Anfield Agenda. And of course, we're going to be looking ahead to the transfer window. But I did spot a bit of a possibly alarming story coming out of Saudi Arabia that I want to fill you guys in on. As always, though, we want to know your thoughts here at Anfield Agenda. Let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. And if you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, we will also be live at 8:30 tonight. So if you're watching this early on Thursday, we will be live at 8:30. If you can catch us then, we will see you hopefully for the watch along of the Manchester City game, which we will be starting from 11:30 a.m. on Saturday right here. So look, as always, I'm going to fly through the stories, but there's one topic today that I think outweighs any other, and that is comments that have been attributed to the president of Al Ittihad. So let me just fill you in on what it's about, and then we'll go from there. So he spoke about the whole situation with Mohamed Salah and the end of the summer transfer window, where there was high offers being made for some really high profile players in the Premier League. He said on the Salah issue, "I remained silent, but I hope to be able to respond soon to what happened in the last week of the summer market regarding Salah, Ramos and De Bruyne." So I'm wondering, is this going to be another attempt from the Saudi Pro League to come in January to try and take Mohamed Salah away? Because I can tell you one thing very confidently, he won't be leaving in January. Now, I'm interested to hear what the Al Ittihad president has to say, because of course he is at the behest of the PIF. They are the governing body, the governing party, whatever you want to call them, of the Saudi League. So no decisions got made without their approval of them, without their rubber stamp. So if he does speak out, is he going to break ranks? I doubt it. I'd be very surprised by it. But look, I do think that we have to have a resolution to this Mohamed Salah situation soon. And he won't be leaving in the summer. So I'm not coming on trying to scaremonger, or excuse me, in the winter. I'm not coming on trying to scaremonger people by saying Mohamed Salah is going to be leaving Liverpool in January. I don't think there's an offer. I genuinely don't think there is a number that would make Liverpool or Mohamed Salah contemplate that. I think Mo knows that he's focused for this season, that we have silverware aims, and he's going to want to be part of a team that achieves something this year. We've obviously gotten off to a great start, but the big elephant in the room is the summer, and we're going to have to figure this out as a club, because we cannot allow this to become a distraction in the latter part of this season. We can't be going into April, May time still unsure about what's going to happen with Mo, as the pressure ramps up from Saudi Arabia, as the interest ramps up, and they go on a charm offensive in the media. I hope that we as fans find out whatever's going to happen early enough. So if Mo isn't going to extend, or Liverpool don't offer him an extension, I hope we find that out before the summer window even gets underway. My own take is, so far we've not seen an indication that Mohamed Salah is going to be offered a contract extension. I certainly hope that that's not the case, and that he is offered one. But I'm also fairly strong in my belief that sometimes things are about timing. And I've said this all the way through the past couple of months. If Kylian Mbappe is not going to Real Madrid, I think maybe FSG will have one eye on him being able to fill a potential Mohamed Salah-spaced hole in the Liverpool squad, in the Liverpool PR machine, in the Liverpool brand, for want of a better phrase. So the big story is going to be what happens with Mohamed Salah. Saudi Arabia aren't going to go away. It's going to come down to a couple of things. Are Liverpool going to show Mo the determination to keep him at the club? Are they going to show him that he still has a lot to offer from our side? We know, as fans, that he's showing no real signs of slowing up. His numbers and assist record are top-notch, and I don't think any of us will believe that he hasn't got at least 3 more years at the top. So I don't believe a 1-year contract extension offer, if it is forthcoming, will be enough to tempt him. I think he's going to want a minimum of 2, and I think he's probably earned that right. So it's up to FSG now. They either come to the negotiating table with Mo, or they let it be known that he isn't getting a contract extension, and let the cards fall as they may, because we can't have another saga. We need to be focused. And on that, I do want to move on to what may happen in the January transfer window. So there seems to be a real shift from the journalistic side of things over the past 48 hours away from the idea of Liverpool maybe bringing in a number 6 in this window. It looks like we've certainly publicly stepped away from Andre, but the follow-up from journalists have been that Liverpool have rejigged things a little bit. So perhaps we will be active in January, but it looks like Liverpool's mindset is now to go and look for a defender. Now, the journalists that I've seen writing about this have spoken kind of broadly on it. You know, some have gone out as far as to say Inacio or Hincapié, but others are hinting at potential fullbacks. We here on Anfield Agenda have been speaking about Barco from Boca Juniors. Sorry, I was getting confused there for a second. Young Barco from Boca Juniors is a potential option. But as I sit here right now, I truly don't know if it's going to be a centre-back or a full-back or both that Liverpool could look at. But what I will say is, I do think it's the right call. I think our pressing need right now is probably more for a defender. Look what's happening with Andy Robertson. We don't know if Robbo will come back and how long it will take him to get back to his brilliant best. We've got the whole issue with Trent on the right-hand side, where if it isn't Trent, where we have fullbacks in Joe Gomez who could do, but we could probably do with a fullback who could cover either side. And then you look at the centre-back situation. Canade has had some injuries this season. Matip's had a contract at the end of the season. Virgil van Dijk, thankfully, is looking like he's back to his best. But he's still, got... Well, you know what? He's probably got a few years left in him as well, because it looks like Liverpool are potentially going to negotiate a new deal with Virg. So I think it's the right call. If Liverpool are confident that Stefan Bajcetic is over his injury concerns, then I understand the roll of the dice. You've got Bajcetic, you've got Endo, and you've got McAllister and Curtis Jones at a push, who you could put into that number 6 position. And I'm happy with Bajcetic. So if Liverpool feel like they need to adapt defensively for the rest of the season, I think as long as we're doing something, as long as we're being proactive in January, I think I'm fairly happy with it. If we do nothing in January and sit on our hands, I feel like, again, it's an unnecessary risk for the football club. But what I want to know from you guys is, if I could offer you 2 defensive signings, realistic ones, coming up in this January window, who would you take? Would you like to see Liverpool go back in for Inacio and perhaps pay more than we could have gotten for last summer? Do you think there's any way Bayer Leverkusen would sell Piero and Hincapié in the January window, with them going for obviously the Europa League as well as a Bundesliga title? Or do you think Liverpool have a couple of names up our sleeve that maybe haven't been publicly spoken about, and they're the ones that, let's be honest, excite us the most, right? Those deals that come and we haven't spoken about them, players that, like Endo as an example, Jota another example, when they happen you're kind of like, didn't think of that one, but here we are. So it's over to you guys now. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously the window's going to open in about 5 or 6 weeks time, so we will be covering it a lot because it's a vital window in my opinion for Liverpool Football Club. We are right now within touching distance of the top of the Premier League, and I think we'll all agree 3 signings away from being where we need to be: a defensive midfielder, a centre-back and a full-back. So if we can address 2 of those in this window, I'll be very happy with that. But it's not only about my opinion. We want to know what you guys think. So let us know in the comment section. And hopefully I see you guys tonight at 8:30. If not, I will see you on Saturday for the watch along of the Man City game. Until then, thank you for your time. And I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.